So for this exercise, I wanted to show how we can, as DPs, when you're talking to your director, how we can really help you as actors emphasize emotions that are required for the scene. And so this one, we talked about this in Q&A a little, but emphasizing the waterline or the edge of your eyes so that we can see any tears that are welling, because perhaps we don't need like actual tears, but you just want that extra sadness. And so we lit it to be like a lit set, so it's not as dramatic, but we just have an eyelight specifically for the tears. As an actor, you come into set, where's your eyelight?
It's this one, because
Why?
I know that my eye line is down there, and I know that the camera wants to see my eyes. So I know that the light pointing right at my eyes from my eye line is definitely going to reflect from my eyes into the camera.
Okay. And we know it's an emotional scene. You would have done rehearsals with the director. So now it's just about how do we get there? And so do you want to use drops? Do you want to try it with natural tears? What's your method personally?
My method, personally, when I'm shooting, it's a lot different from if I'm doing a play. If you're doing a play, you do the entire scene and you feel what you're feeling from the beginning to the end. It's linear, so it's easy to authentically work up to actual tears at the right moment in the scene. But when you're on set, when you're shooting something, you're cutting and you're rolling and you're stepping out for them to change a light and you're stepping back in. And you don't always have time to go back to the beginning and ride the roller coaster of those emotions and end up at natural tears.
Yeah.
So, especially for a close-up, I like to cheat.
Great.
And there's a lot of shame in the actor community, especially actors who come from theater, in not really crying real tears. But the honest truth is some actors can cry at the drop of a hat and some can't. I can't. I use drops, I use a cryo stick, whatever works to get the shot, because
What's a cryo stick?
a cryo stick is like, it looks like a tube of lipstick, and it's just like mentholated wax that you put under your
and
eyes.
It makes it sensitive?
And like the vapors will make
cool.
you cry. Those don't always work for everyone because they wear contacts and their eyes are strong or something. But yeah, I have drops today for this exercise. But yeah, the shame is there. I feel it. But
So
honestly, when you're on set and it's almost lunchtime and they want to shoot this thing, they don't care how they're getting those tears. They want the tears.
We don't care. Yeah.
A DP wants tears they can light and make the audience feel.
Yeah. We don't care if they're natural or if they're human-made.
You heard it here first.
So let's do something. We're going to do two versions. One where I turn this light off, that's what we'll start with. And one, we reset the tears and we do it again. I'm turning this off now. I want to just check on this camera that everything looks good. So we're on a pretty lit set. You look beautiful. Eyelight looks great, but I'm going to turn off this eyelight. If this didn't exist, if we weren't trying to emphasize the tears, someone might start with this. Good contrast levels. There's a little bit of an eyelight. Where would you say your eyelight is now?
I think it's probably this fill.
Okay. Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
But because we're looking down, it's almost barely noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's do tears.
All right.
And then whenever you're ready, let's cry away. And here's without any eyelight. little follow me? Okay, great. Beautiful. Okay. Now, let's hold those tears in, tilting up the head. And I want to light those tears.
I'll give us a little more.
Okay. Okay.
Unlimited supply.
How are you doing?
Ready.
Okay. Here is, with a slight addition of light, how much of a difference that makes. Beautiful. All right. Whenever you're ready. Beautiful. Yeah, and you just want to look longer because you suddenly are so connected to you because we have so many, so much liquid in your eye right now. But it's beautiful because we suddenly just want to watch the frame play out. We want to watch the scene happen. And that's the difference of having an eyelight built for that versus not. And so obviously this is just like an educational context for you to have, that eyelights can exist for that use. This is very much a conversation you would have with your director early on or day of when you're rehearsing. Just being like, hey, I think I might actually need an extra boost for that. Can we like have an eyelight there for me? Because I really want to see those drops show up. Because if it's like your moment as a character, you can communicate that because everyone around is there to support you. And as DPs, yes, it should be there. But it's just so you have like a knowledge that different eyelights exist and that they can play different roles, not just connection, but also emphasis on performance. So It's a lot of fun.
So much fun.
Yeah. So thank you, Haley, for watering your eyes out for us. It was great.
Telling everyone my shameful truth.
Yeah.
That I can't cry on cue.
It's totally fine.